Alright, so we're pretty much moving along here. Again, we have the new setup on the Windows 11. I'm an old computer buff, so I studied computer engineering. That didn't mean I was a computer. I hated computers. I didn't like them, put it that way. But as you know, they became more user-friendly and were integrated into our society, and I learned to love them, especially video games and all that stuff. So I like to make the charts. So let's look at this. It's staring us in the face here, bigger than day, bigger than and day. We've got this chart that I made. So this is going to go around and around and around. In other words, we're no longer just going to say, I'm going to start a scale here, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then from 6, I'm going to start a 6th scale, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5. And then from that 5, I'm going to start a 5 scale, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Something like that, but it's going to get more interesting. Okay, because there's some new magic brewing on the fretboard. Alright, and let's see what it's about. Start any modal scale pattern. Note the mode's offset. So let's start with I don't know, a Dorian pattern down here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2. Now, note the mode's offset. Okay, well, we know that Dorian over here is an offset of +1. So we're going to, instead of going 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, we're going to count but play the same Dorian pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root. Now let's stop it. Now let's go to the next thing. Note the pattern offset is +1 right here, and the count. In other words, when you're playing, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root. Rename. Now it says play up to any note. Okay, so let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Playing up to the 5th of that Dorian scale. Rename that modal note as a new root. Now we're going to rename this as a new root. Okay, so what do we play? Are we going to play a major scale? That's like building a B major scale from, it's like building I guess it was a B major scale. Okay, it was an A major scale. That's going way out of key. So what kind of a pattern are we going to play from this A here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The pattern we're going to play is not the Mixolydian 5th pattern, because A is the Mixolydian 5th of what? A is the Mixolydian 5th of its own 4th, right? Which is the D. So if we're playing a D, then A would be the Mixolydian 5th of that. We're going to apply the offset. Okay, so we go root 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to apply the offset of Dorian to the 5, which is +1. It's going to be the 6th pattern. Okay, now you know A is the 6th of the key of C. Dorian D is the Dorian of C. So that is the 6th pattern there. So we're going to start the count over again with an Aeolian pattern, or an S5G. An S5G is like this. Okay, so here we go. Root 2, 3, 4, 5. Apply the offset 6, 6, 7, root 2, 3. Okay, so now we take it to the third. Apply the modal offset and play the pattern as you count. We counted it. We counted it. We counted 6, 7, root 2, 3. But let's rename that root as root 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're on the fifth of that one. So play the offset pattern as you count. Okay, we just did that. We were playing the offset pattern was 5 plus 1. Scale degree is 6. So it was the Aeolian or the S5G. Okay, so root 2, 3, 4, 5. Fit new count to pattern. So we go root 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, instead of going root 2, 3, 4, 5. We go root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root. And we played an Aeolian start to finish scale. Now, stop at any note and reassign it as a new root with its own offset relative to the original key. Remember, we're not going to have that offset relative to this one we just played. And this one, we'll be figuring out offsets the rest of our night. The offset is relative to the original choose a key. So if we were originally starting the whole thing in Dorian, the key is C. So first we started Dorian, we went up to 5 here, added 1, and now we're playing an Aeolian 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the Aeolian offset is -2. So 5, 4, 3. At this point now, the pattern we're going to continue with, fit new count to the pattern, we're going to continue with a Phrygian pattern. Instead of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root, which it is of the original pattern, we just play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that Phrygian pattern, 4, 5, 6, and then warp up 7, root 2. Now in that Phrygian pattern, the offset is +2. It always will be, and that's relative to the C, so C +2 is the 3, and we get our Phrygian pattern there. Okay, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can see what's happening there, and we're just going in circles. The reason why I felt it was important to make another video is because I want you guys to know that once we climb the tree, we can get back down again, and I'll show you how to get back down again. So let's say we're on that Phrygian pattern here, and what we're going to need, our ammo for this is going to be, or our map guide or whatever, is going to be right here. Okay, now it's not in a circular form, but it is in a tabular form, so we can use it. So let's say we do the Phrygian third, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2. Now we don't want to go up to the tippy top string, we want it play back down, and I kind of forgot where I was going. I didn't leave breadcrumbs or anything. So when you're at this 2, 3, 4, let's say, you know it's a Dorian string shape. 2, 3, 4. Okay, or say, let's say it's the top of that Phrygian, 3, 4, 5 that we started down here, right? Okay, so suppose you end up here somehow. What do? Phrygian is a C string shape, 3, 4, 5. We want to go to the string below it. What's the string shape fourth of C? It's not F. It's the E shape, because when we're in the C shape here, we go to the E shape for the F. Okay, so from this C, we want to go down, we're going to go to the E shape. Okay, that's how we start to bring ourselves down in fourths.